Let me introduce myself. I am a state of being. I am an expression of feeling, realization, and thankfulness. I can permeate your awareness and raise your rate of vibration. My cousin, who is near and dear to me, the noun, he gets all the attention. Witness your program. Did you see the title? Oh, we're connected. But he got the nod. My name is Grateful. I am feeling. Call on me, and I can come inside of you and be with you anytime. But sometimes you forget me in your everyday life, in the things that you take for granted. Let me show you. You wake up in the morning after sleeping in the night. Did you feel me when you got another day to live, to have further opportunities to grow and to learn? Come to think of it, did you wake up in a bed? On a mattress? Perhaps it was cold this morning, but you have covers and sheets that keep you warm. You're in a bedroom with a roof. Maybe it's been raining. And on that roof, because of that roof, you're dry. You get out of bed and place your feet on an even floor and make your way to the bathroom. Lucky for you, the toilet has a seat. And water in the bowl. You flush and waste conveniently. Swirl. Are you feeling me? You turn on a sink to wash your hands. The water flows freely. You can make it hot or cold depending on the knob you turn. Perhaps you have a mirror to look at yourself, to see what shape you're in. Hopefully good. You make your way down a hallway. The house or the apartment you live in is a little chilly this morning. And conveniently, you have a thermostat connected to a furnace. It activates at the touch of the dial to turn up the heat. And in a few minutes, just a few minutes, your abode is so much warmer. And with all these conveniences, did you turn to me? Did you feel me? Grateful. Am I getting through to you? You prepare to go to work. You have a closet and a dresser where you can choose what clothes you will wear for the day. You have choices. Depending on who you are, you have pants, socks, shoes, skirts, shirts, blouses, and so on. They're ready for you to dress in any way that suits you. Did you realize me when you were dressing yourself, or that you have a job to go to? Can you feel me now? You leave your place, and there's a car awaiting you. At the turn of a key or the depression of a button and brake, your car starts. What a marvelous machine! It can take you anywhere you need to go. You can go backward, you can go forward, you can adjust the heating and the cooling. You can turn on the defrost or the windshield wipers. You have headlights for when it's dark. You can be at work or you could be on vacation. You realize how easy is your life. That is the start of remembering me. Grateful. I am in the things you take for granted, but if suddenly you didn't have them, you would yearn for them. It would be that much easier to feel my presence for any one of these conveniences. think about people in other parts of the world. What are they grateful for? It might be much simpler than what you might be grateful for. And what about you? The person you are in this incarnation. You have gifts, you have talents, you have abilities, you've got something. Did you remember me? Maybe you're an intuitive or an athlete. Maybe you're a business person with the labors you perform. You are involved in service to others. You make their lives easier. Did you remember me? Maybe you work for someone else, but it's connected in service to the society at large. You may not think it much. But without that work, where would you be? Where would others be? Yes, you can invite me to come inside in any situation. Perhaps you earned a degree or a special license. You can be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, or some other profession. You can help to elevate lives of others in multitudinous ways. For this, you can be grateful. Maybe you're a musician, an actor, an artist. You activate the inner receptivity of others. You bring them in touch with their feelings, their inspirations, and evoke joy, thoughtfulness, and elevation of the spirit. Seeing this arousal in others brings you great joy and purpose. Grateful for being who you are in whichever way you are. You can be helpful to others, and isn't that what it's all about? When you remember me, that makes your life worth living. I am there. But what about your experiences? I am in the seen and the unseen. I am in the sharing with others. The seen are the externals. They are the handy-dandies. You're an expert researcher. You can give a piece of advice. You can suggest a place to go that supports your health and wellness. Oh, you're a builder, a fixer. Isn't that great? A place to travel that brings you joy. Did you remember me when you shared? And the internal experiences. Did you share them? What you learned through your meditation. How to be in touch with your intuition. How to remain calm and peaceful. How to keep your rate of vibration high and steady. How you achieve something you wanted by setting your intentions. How synchronicities worked in your life. Perhaps you're a healer. I am there, especially when you have been of service. You can see it in the smiles on the faces and the thank yous you receive. Hope you called on me then. I am a state of being, a feeling. You know, I've been talking about everyday things you took for granted or things more obvious for you to feel me. We've been mentioning these that are in the now, the present, the moment, the immediate. But did you know I can be long range? I can be in the experiences that seem obviously not me. Yet I am there in time because you look back and consider, there I am, awaiting your recognition. I am embedded in the misfortunes and the difficulties, for without these, you might not recognize me. You have a choice. You know, you could be bitter and upset about what happened in the past. But isn't it much better when you recognize something you learned, something you improved, something you're more careful about? There I am in the midst of it. I came to you in time. I am a realization, a consideration that you overlooked in the moment because it was difficult. But later, when you looked back, you start to remember me, to feel me, to realize me. Let me give you some examples. How about your parents? I know your parents weren't perfect. Maybe they controlled you and forced you to be someone you were not. Maybe they abused you and called you names. But in time, you worked around these unfortunate circumstances and you came out all the better for it. You realized your value. That's because you came to me. I was there. But you know, it took some time for you to realize that. It didn't happen right away. Even in misfortune, I am there. You can invite me in, even when you're considering what life has to teach you in difficulty. Maybe you had some bodily defect that hampered your life, or maybe you know someone. You have trouble walking, hearing, seeing, or a number of difficulties. Maybe in school you had learning difficulties, but you found a way around these things in a time you realized I was there. You tapped me on the shoulder, and I responded, showering you in thankfulness, grateful. When you work your way around the difficulty and you live your life to the best of your ability, I am there. You recognize me. Responding to me brings you such joy. Nothing could be better. Maybe there was something you wanted to try out, but you were in the midst of fear. You moved forward in spite of the fear and realized more than you could have imagined. It took time for you to realize your dream, your quest, but you were so glad you made the effort and moved beyond. And because you did, there I was, grateful. Maybe someone passed away that was near or dear, or near and dear. Did you remind yourself of what a blessing or a learning experience they were? When that someone is no longer there, you realize there was something precious for you. Something you needed in your life. I am in all aspects of your life. Whether you realize it or not, it's time for you to include me in all that you do. For when you do, I elevate your spirit. I help you to surround yourself like a warm coat. I am one of your best friends. I'm always there in your service. I am your feeling, your realization, your thankfulness. Be with me. Feel me. Grateful. Don't forget.